is my employment history. Selling drugs. Then I was in the Army for 3.5 years. During the Army, I fucking consistently faked fucking medical procedures so I didn't have to fucking work. 22 to fucking whenever I was on unemployment after the Army for like 7-8 months. Then I worked in a bar where I could do cocaine at the bar. And then I quit that job because it was like distracting me from going to school full time on the GI Bill. And then I worked as a mover for a little bit. Then I won $50,000 on the stock market. I should fucking, and then I lost it all. Don't worry. I know you're like, oh, this guy's doing well. No, I fucked it up. Don't worry. You can fucking, don't feel bad. Don't get fucking envious. Then it was like unemployment again during the pandemic, right? Did anybody work? No, fuck, you're dumb, dude. Fuck, sit the fuck down, dude. That's why you can't play ball. You've never been unemployed.
Oh, that's hilarious. How you really blessed?
Oh, that's not. I mean, I don't even know if you're being sarcastic. That is literally how you get good at ball as an adult. Like, you have to lose your fucking job.
Yeah, this thing's on the facts.
Bro, I'm not even fucking, dude. Like 7 hours. It's 7 hours, and then you start drinking at the park at like 2, and that's like a. You're being successful. At the park, you're like the fucking one with like his shit together.
You like the Jerry Sandusky of basketball.
Nobody even knows who that is, bro. You're making up fucking names, bro. You're doing like the intellectuals pedophile. Just say Jeffrey Epstein. Dude, he's like the fucking Groucho Marx of pedophiles. It's like, who the fuck? Bro, what are you saying? I need to ride back to Brooklyn later.
I got you.
Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah. Oh, sick, dude. Yeah, he drove me here, folks. Fuck.
Right.
Oh, fuck. No, I was at an NA meeting, and I remember I looked at this 17-year-old kid in the face, and I was like, dude, don't. I know. Well, because you got to tell him, like, not to do crack. Like, you have to be serious and, like. It's not. Fucking crack is like a 17, like, that's like, you can't fucking fuck around. And then, I mean, the thing with like a 30-year-old woman though is that sometimes they have like mustache hair. You know what I mean? You ever fucking looked at a 30-year-old woman up close? No. Have you ever like looked at a 17-year-old boy in the eyes and told him like, hey, you shouldn't do crack, and realized he's just completely smooth on his fucking face? And you just get that twinge of like, am I into this? Like a thing that I'm into? Because no, it's like a fucking serious allegation, right? Because like, how the fuck does that work? Like
Nigga, I'm not giving you a ride no more.
Ah, damn, I fucked it up.
This is recorded, bro.
Take that shit back.
This is being recorded.
Bro, I mean, if I have to say it, just, everybody, fuck your spouse. That's what I have to say. Dude, don't cheat. That's fucked up.
Hell yeah. All right. Give it up for the pedo sympathetic comedy of Jonah. That was hilarious. Give it up for Jonah, everybody. Fantastic. And all right, so we're just gonna keep going. We got amazing acts. We have Lawrence Reese on deck. We have Derrick Gonzales coming up. Danny Fallon, Jason King closing us out. We're closing out the night. Thank you guys for sticking around. Let's get the Fool up. We're gonna have just a brief musical, not brief, but the Fool's gonna play some tunes. So, and then we'll close it out with the comedy. Thank you guys for sticking around. Give it up for Fool.
I'll stand. That's all states stand.
Woo!
I'm the Fool, it's less clown, more Quixote. In case you read or shit like that. Sup. Ooh, sharp.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I think my volume's up super high for some fucking reason. Tight. This is a song I wrote myself with pen and paper. He was born in a dust storm farm, came out wailing, cut his own cord. The first words he ever learned were mama, papa, and burn, 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 oh problems. Say he got problems. He's just wondering what it's like to be the bad guy. She was raised in a swamp shack, snakes out front, gators in the back. She's the queen of the sneak attack, yeah, yeah. She's to your heart and your Cadillac, oh problem. Say she got problems. She's just wondering what it's like to be the bad guy. She was sipping something cold and clear. He said, I know you're not from around here. She said, damn right, tell me some more. As she took the drink back and ordered 2 more, oh problems. Say they got problems. Well, they're just wondering what it's like to be the bad guy. Shooting steady signs, and no one ever quite caught their name. The only way that you could get them's in a ball of flame. Oh, problems. Say they got problems. They're just wondering what it's like to be the bad guy. Oh, oh, problems. Say they got problems. They're just wondering what it's like to be the bad guy. Shout out to the Trump fan who couldn't stay for 5 seconds more of my song. I like that he's voting for Trump because he likes how he treats women. It wasn't even grammatically correct. And I fuck with slang, but like that got me. I was like, yeah, that's exactly what a Trump voter would say. I'm not gonna sing anything political, I don't fucking think. I only have a few. All my like political shit's really self-righteous because I was like 18, which is like 2 decades ago. So now I'm just fucking tired. This world's in the way of itself. I don't know if I can help. Think I could, but now I can't figure out how to make it stop, make you care. I got so overheated, I cut my hair. It wasn't the way. I miss it every other day. A gentle breeze on a night like this reminds me that the world is not all hate and fists. There's love and hope. Seen it in my telescope. We're miles apart, my arms are long, and I think I could reach the heart if I tried. But I just keep my mind high. They keep saying that life is hard and it's all we've got. The same cliches that won't make it not feel like we're on our way down. I'm rising up, oh, oh, just to watch this whole thing burn. Wait my turn to greet the sky. I'm cool. And my music streams under Fool's Good. That first song's out. The second one's definitely not.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Good job, bud.
Give it up for the Fool, everybody. What a Fool Believe. Check them out on Instagram. All right, we have fucking hilarious acts. You're gonna laugh your ass off. We got Derrick Gonzales on deck. We have Danny Fallon coming up and Jason King closing us out. Let's get the hilarious, one of the funniest guys in town. Give it up for Lawrence Reese.
Yeah.
What's up, sold out show? What's up? Get up for your host one more time, man. He's doing a good job. A lot of energy for a lot of hours. I don't know how he does it. It's a lot of everybody that comes up here. Like, yo, he's the greatest around. You know these niggas. I don't know, man. I was taking care of my nephews recently. Got twin nephews. Take care of them recently. And my sister don't trust me. She was like, oh, when you watch them, be careful because they love to fight. All they do is fight. Every chance they get, they try to fight each other. Got twin nephews. If I had a twin, I'd be trying to kill them every second. What you mean? Why do you look like me? Why do you give me my face back, nigga? Why do you look like me? Mom said I was one of a kind. I was thinking about this recently. Do you think when a twin gets raped, the other one feels it? Honest question. That's just an honest question. You think she feel it? Like, why I hurt right now? Cause like, you know, they feel like the same feeling, they think the same thoughts. Like, a twin get raped, he didn't know which one he was raping. And then one of them get raped and the other one's like, why do I have these feelings right now? Crazy shit, man. I refuse to talk about Trump. I don't want to do it. Everybody's talking about it. I hate it. There's a lot of niggas that never been shot at talking about Trump. As someone that survived shootouts, you gonna lie after a shootout. But it was mad niggas shooting. It was one of them shooting. That nigga, that was pretty funny. Cause I hear a lot of conspiracies about it. They're like, he set that up. We know Trump set that up. Nobody even thought he did. I will say a nigga that dropped sneakers at a press conference can get shot too. He been bringing out underground rappers everywhere he go. He thought that was gonna get you shot. It kind of checks out. This does help his black vote though. Like I already was voting for him because he got multiple baby mamas. I'm like him getting shot and surviving. I'm like, yeah, I fuck with Trump even more now. He from Queens, you know, my favorite rapper's from Queens. They known for getting shot and showing you why they get shot. Let me not act like Trump is a person that shouldn't get shot. Kind of checks out. But is this high on the level of your favorite Trump moments?
It's always something exciting.
It is.
I don't have a favorite Trump moment.
Not one? He got a lot of good ones, man. Puerto Rico, nigga?
Nah.
Puerto Rico is a classic in my house. Yeah, you remember Puerto Rico? When he was in Puerto Rico, he was like, yo, he threw the toilet paper at them. That shit was a classic, nigga. Cause I was like, I didn't know you could say Puerto Rico like that. Nah, I was like, yeah, that's perfect. Cause I hate Puerto Rico just as much as he do. I was like, Puerto Rico, nigga. Nah, it's just up there, man. Joe Biden, he not doing so well, is he? The other day he said Vice President Trump. I was like, yo, somebody shoot this nigga, man. Kind of crazy. That'd be kind of ill if both presidents died at the same time. Yeah. Trump and Biden both died, now we just gotta vote for a woman. Like, oh, we just vote for JFK, we know he gonna get killed. The Kennedys know one thing, they know how to get shot. You know? That's the one nigga that they shot at, it would've hit perfectly. How you shoot one and kill the whole family? That shit ill. Nigga, JFK Sr., he got shot the most wholesome way. They shot that nigga waving. That was ill. Pretty ill, man. I don't know, man. One of my favorite things to do when I'm not doing comedy is steal. I love stealing, man. It's my favorite thing to do. I'm one of the people that no matter how rich I get or famous I get, I'm always steal. It's just the older I get, the better I get at it. Like stealing, you don't never get bad at it. You just, the more practice you put in, the better you get. You feel me? You gotta love the game. You gotta do it for the love of the game. You know, you gotta see how good you can get with it. Like you start with stealing snacks, then you start stealing items, and then you're like, oh, I can steal people. You know, start robbing shit. But I noticed white people and black people, we still different. Like black people, we steal for that day. But like, yo, I'm hungry today, I'm just steal whatever I need to eat today. White people, they steal for a lifetime. They be like, I'm gonna steal a TV. Gotta watch TV all day for the rest of my life. I've been thinking about this often. I wake up, I'll be hoping, like you know how the government's smart. They never put self-checkouts in the place we need it most. It's like we'll put self-checkout in a restaurant, in a store. They never put self-checkout in Foot Locker. Best Buy. They never put self-checkout. You know how many times I need a laptop? I wanted to buy a laptop with a Snickers. Shit, yeah. I don't know. The train is funny too. I feel like everybody that has rode the train has been molested. At some point, a homeless thing is gonna touch your butt.
Fuck.
At some point, he gonna touch your butt. You gotta do whatever you can in your life to not let him touch your butt. And he gonna do it mad awkward too. Oh, I'm sorry, oh, my bad. My bad, I ain't know that. You look like a woman, my bad. I saw a homeless nigga get mad at a tranny one day. I was like, you can't judge nobody, my guy. He got a sex change. Nigga, you broke. You can't judge him. How you homophobic and ain't got no home? You gotta pick and choose your battles, right? That was the one time I stood up for gay people. I was upset at this homeless nigga judging. He's like, that nigga look like more of a man than me. I was like, nigga, you are sleeping outside. Can't judge this nigga. Like, that was crazy to me. Like, he a homo, but he still got a home, nigga. And you homophobic and homeless. That's insane to me. I don't know what it is. One of my favorite white rappers is retiring or something, man. John Cena. It's just sad, man. John Cena was such a good white rapper, we didn't even judge him for it. That nigga was really wild out here, calling niggas gay, wearing throwback jerseys is appropriating black culture. We loved it too. And then when the niggas started being real pro-white, we was like, nah, this ain't John Cena I know. How dare this nigga be a good white man? I liked him when he was a bad guy. Like he was like an Eminem type. But that nigga put sneakers in Walmart, we was like, I don't fuck with that. You can't see this, man. I don't know. Do something else. I talked about Trump already, but shit, let me tell us. Nah, no Jews versus Palestine. No. How y'all feel about y'all Jews or Palestine? Which one y'all is? Jews? Palestine? Which one? Oh, neither. Okay, smart move. It was like I don't know. I don't speak Spanish. I don't like how Palestine took our fruit. See everybody on Instagram using watermelon for Palestine. I don't like that. That's some black dude shit, man. Can't have that. Man, what else I can talk about? Probably. Oh, you didn't know what that meant? The watermelon shit?
I just figured it out because they call this as a flag.
Really? Damn, that's sad, bro. Meth is a hell of a drug. I'm gonna see. Suicide. Yeah, I probably told end of suicide. Nah, like they did. I got a homie. I really fuck with him. He's one of my close friends. And I asked him, we older now, so we just talk about personal shit. And I was like, there's a lot of people killing themselves right now. It's sad. He was like, yeah, I used to work at a suicide hotline, but I had to quit. I'm like, what you mean you used to work at a suicide hotline? He's like, yeah, I was having I liked the job. It was just too much for my mental. Like, it made me feel a weird way. I was like, how you quit a suicide hotline job? He's like, I just got up and left. On the phone with them? And you was on the phone with them and you just left? He's like, yeah. He's like, it was just too much for my mental. I was like, how you think they feel? I know me personally, I know him. I would never call this nigga for advice. People was calling him for their life on the line. That's crazy to me, because I know I could never get a suicide hotline. I'm too goofy. You call me with your problems, I'm gonna make it a lot worse. Like, yo, bro, I want to kill myself. I want to end this phone call. I think the worst part about working at suicide hotline, you're gonna find out you got a lot in common with the people trying to kill themselves. Like, yo, my dad's in prison, my mom's on drugs, I got a horrible job, I can't get bitches, I mean, this life sucks. I'm like, damn. Shit sound like my life, nigga. Alright, that's my time, you feel.
Yeah.
Hilarious as always, Lawrence Reese, topical, not afraid to talk about, and the hard-hitting subjects like John Cena, controversial. Have you seen, I never thought John Cena would have got over. I stopped wrestling literally when John Cena, I could see what they were doing, I was like, but he's actually pretty cool, actually, I hate to say it.
You don't like John Cena?
Have you seen the movie Blockers?
Have you seen the movie Marine?
I will watch it. That sounds dope, actually.
Classic movie.
Hell yeah, alright, I'm gonna watch it. I will watch it. Hell yeah. Give it up one more time for Lawrence Reese, everybody. Alright, we're closing out. We got Danny Fallon on deck, Jason King closing us out. Give it up for Derrick Gonzales, everybody. Hilarious.
Thank you.
Alright, I'm not that tall, nigga, but okay. I like how he said it too. Hilarious. Just in case you question it, I said it fast, right? Man, I will talk about Trump real quick too, because I guess that's the hot topic. I feel like that nigga faked that shit. That whole thing was faked out.
Yeah.
And I got two reasons why it was faked.
Yeah.
The reasons why I think it was faked is a real assassination, you should be left in the ICU, not urgent care. You know what I mean? I feel like they easily stitched that nigga's ear up. That's like, it's not a real assassination. And the real second reason why I really think it was fake, the nigga sound like he busted a fake nut. Like the most he got shot, he was like, "Arr!" I'm like, I know that sound, nigga. I did that shit before one time too. I got tired of doing 10 pumps too. Fuck it, I'm not gonna do this shit. It's just not a believable. And then you go still, like you killed the pussy. Like, nah, nigga, it's not it. It's not it. I just feel like he faked this shit, man. I don't know, man. I probably won't vote for him. I probably won't vote for anybody. Because I feel like when it comes to America, like when it comes to black people votes, I feel like they just treat it like it's 3/5 history. Yeah. So, yeah, man. Usually I would not be out this late. I teach in the morning, so literally I gotta be up by 8. I gotta be in the school by 8. I teach a school where it's like they're very much highly autistic and like has like problems like learning and shit. And I feel like I like the job though. Like every time I teach this job, I feel like it's a very good feeling because every time I teach these kids, I realize I get a reward that no one else in like life gets to get like feel. Like I get to every morning I get to wake up, go to work, and I get to watch like the future Walmart greeters of America. And that shit makes me feel good inside. Like every day I'm teaching them big words and shit like welcome and have a good day. Like that shit is fucking fantastic. But I really do like this job a lot though. Like I've been at this job at least 7 months now. I got a promotion at 5 months. And the thing is my first week there was like, yo, you're gonna hear some crazy shit from these kids. These kids are like outlandish. And I'm like, all right, bet. I'm not gonna be fazed. first day, I heard some kid just walk past me. He's just like, yo, I got BBC stuck to my ass. And I'm just like, you know what? Yeah, I think I'm gonna hear some outlandish shit. And the thing is, like, there's some things that you realize, like, if you haven't been at school for a while, like, if you haven't been at school for 10 years, you're gonna see some shit, like, you kind of see that, like, reminds you when you was in high school, you know what I mean? Like, Puerto Rican kids still being loud, and just underpaid teachers. You still see, like, the where my hug kid at, you know what I mean? Like, that kid's still there. Like, the thing is, like, it's trying to change, though. Like, because when I was a wear my hug ass kid, I used to walk into school, get there a little bit early, see my crush, and I'd be like, hey, good morning. And then as she walked past me, I'd turn around and be like, yo, where my hug at? And then she gives you your hug. But the thing is, like, these kids are a little bit different now. These niggas earn hugs now. Because the Me Too movement, you gotta earn hugs. You can't just get the hugs anymore. You gotta be like, all right, I'm worthy of getting these hugs. And the same kid that said I got BBC stuck to my ass, he just started earning hugs. So the thing is, he started earning hugs, and now he got it taken away because he's still crazy. You know what I mean? So the thing is, he got it taken away from him. And the thing is, you can't take away like hugs from a nigga that's crazy. Because you start hearing some even more outlandish shit. Like, they started like having to drag him out and be like, yo, we can't have you here, you're doing too much. You're doing too much, let's like go to, yo, you're going home. And I heard him getting dragged out of school, and he's like, yo, y'all niggas is fucking dick riders. I'm not fucking leaving here without my hugs. And I was like, yo, you know what? This nigga got the right energy, son. I'm not fucking leaving here without my hugs either, son. Because, like, think about it. If we have that energy, like, going into our early 20s, when you're going into your early 20s, you start doing more things that, like, earn, like, hug-worthy. Like, you start buying drinks for girls. And sometimes you buy a drink for a girl, and then 2 seconds later, she'll start talking to another guy. And if you have that same energy that he has, it makes more sense to buy drinks for girls, you know what I mean? Because, yeah, I'm gonna buy you this drink, but bitch, I'm not fucking leaving here without my hugs. You can suck this nigga dick or whatever, but where's my You know what I mean? Because $12 is a lot. Alright, I guess I'm talking to the rich late night crew. But yeah, man. I've been traveling lately. I went to Mexico City.
Nice.
Yeah, man, Mexico City was dope. I learned a lot about Mexico City. Like, their most famous person is an ugly bitch with one eyebrow. Her name is Frida Kahlo. She's a fantastic artist. She's dope. She's dope as hell. She's honestly one of, like, she is, honestly, her artwork is fantastic. Like, the shit that she'll make you see, and like, she'll literally put you in her mind. And I think that shit is beautiful. But the thing is, like, Mexico City loved this woman. They love this woman so much. She got married to an ugly nigga. And then the fact that she got married to an ugly niggas was still trying to fuck her. And I didn't get it. I'm like, yo, I like art, but like, you let this nigga hit. Like, why would I want to fuck? You know what I mean?
Is she fire?
No, she's like, all right, here's the one thing. This is what makes her kind of fire. She got into a car accident. And what happened was, it kind of made her a little bit skinnier. Her back arched a little bit. And I was kind of like, I see it. Because like in the museum, they have her whole back arched out. And she's like, you see this? And I'm like, I see the eyebrow, but potential. But that's really it. Like, I like it. Mexico City was a dope vibe. Honestly, like, I did a black counter too when I was out there. Like, I came in there, I was just like, yo, I'm gonna see how many black people I can see when I'm out there. And then when I left, it was like 55 black people. And I was like, that's a lot of black people. Which made me realize, I'm like, yo, niggas, we need to start gentrifying some more, son. This shit's kind of fun. When we gentrify, shit's kind of lit. Like, all we need is like an economy that's not the USD, but like, that shit is kind of fire. All right, let me get this one last thing out of here. I talked about this ugly bitch with one eyebrow. She was cute. Trump got shot. Alright, I saw this one last thing when I was out there. I went to this, like, they got one here in New York City too. They have a exclusive membership club called Soho House. And basically, like, rich people go there. And I realized when I was out there in Mexico City, I saw a lot of beautiful people there. And the thing is, it doesn't make sense to be broke and beautiful. To be broke and beautiful, I don't really know where I'm going with this, but like if you you could imagine it, you know what I mean? To be broke and beautiful is basically like, what am I doing? It made me question myself when I looked into the mirror. I'm like, I think I'm beautiful, but like, you know what I mean? Like, to be broke and beautiful, nigga, like hold up your face and hold up your debit card at the same time. And the thing is, the fact that you're holding up a debit card, nigga, you're broke. You feel me? All right, that's all I got. All right, my name is Derrick Gonzales.
Oh yeah. Give it up for Derrick Gonzales. Those important Frida Kahlo takes. Somebody said it finally. I mean, she is hot. She's hot, it's true. But yeah, there was a while for where everybody was going as Frida Kahlo for Halloween. I was fine with that. I was into the sexy Frida Kahlo.
The white girls went?
Well, it was like if you were like a petite kind of Hispanic girl, you didn't even look like Frida Kahlo, but for some reason they all just drew a unibrow. That was their Halloween costume. So
Pretty much.
yeah. So they were hot artists. But give it up for Derrick Gonzales, everybody, one more time. That was fucking hilarious, amazing. Yes, all right, we're closing out. We're down to the last two, everybody. These are some of the absolute best of the best. We've got the great Jason King on deck. We just got back from New York City Poetry Festival this weekend. It was a little bit of an experiment. We had poetry written by some of our very favorite comics. This next comedian, poet, stand-up artist absolutely crushed it. It was really an amazing reading. I urge people check it out on YouTube. It is on YouTube, the entire reading. The angle is great, and it really went very well. And we're stoked to have the man himself back with us, everybody. Give it up for Danny Fallon, straight off the New York Poetry Festival. Danny Fallon.
Yes. All right, good to be here, huh?
Woo!
Yeah, good to be alive, right? It's a nice little intimate vibe. Gonna tell a story. Okay, I'm a single guy, which is a tough thing to be. I'm not on the dating apps because, listen, as a comedian, my life is already dictated by the algorithm. You know? Like, whether or not I can headline clubs throughout the country is up to this algorithm, this unseen algorithm, which is worse than God. At least God has rules. So I'm not trying to let this algorithm also dictate who I have to be with for the rest of my life. Okay, so I'm trying to meet people out in the wild. So I was at the gym.
Where are you?
Yeah. Okay, I think last Monday, I was talking about how, as a man, you know, like whenever I see a beautiful woman, I'm like, oh, fuck. You know, because it's going to leave me with two options. Either I'm going to be a creep or I'm going to be a coward. So, and it's a horrible thing. You know, you walk around, you're mad at yourself, you didn't say anything. And you know, that's why you get somebody and you're just like, the best part about having a girlfriend is just the relief of not having to pursue it anymore. You know, it's like when I'm with somebody, I'm like, man, maybe I could do better. Maybe she's not the one. As soon as you break up, you're like, that was the best I'm ever gonna do. She was the one. You only have like these brief moments of like conviction and like a sense of, like, beliefs are so elusive, you know, you only feel convinced of something for like a brief moment in life. And then the doubt comes back in, you know? Like when I was first getting off heroin, I was like, yeah, this is, and I was getting sober, I was like, this is amazing, this is obviously the correct move. I was previously homeless, now I'm not. But then, you know, as the years go on, you're like, yeah, maybe it was, you know, maybe I should get back out there, you know? Maybe this time will be different, you know? As you get further and further away from the math of it all. So anyhow, what I'm trying to say is I was at the gym, And I was at the gym early in the morning, and I don't normally go at this time, and I had already been there for about an hour, and this woman starts working out right next to me. And she's just stretching. You know, she's just stretching, and it always seems sexual. And there's something about the male brain where it's like, on one level you're like, is that about me? You know, is she doing that for me? Is it my pheromones? Is it because I'm doing semen retention? Are the boys on NoFap right? Have I drawn her into my aura? But then the reasonable part of your brain is like, no, you fool. She's just working out. Don't be a creep. It's just a busy gym. This is where she found space. Maybe you're just a safe vibe, and don't ruin that now, you know? But of course, I just can't stop thinking about it. It's just right there, and you're working out. You know, it's like, for me, I don't do drugs anymore. I mean, the most alive I feel is when I'm working out. The most horny I feel, that's the closest I get to, like, you know, taking Molly, is, you know, taking a little pre-workout now and going to the gym. So she's working out, and I can't even think straight, so I go to the bathroom. I leave my water bottle. When I come, and I was on this bench. When I come back, she's got all of her stuff on my bench. Like, okay, maybe that was intentional. Maybe she's, you know what I mean, putting the legwork in to get me closer to a conversation. So I go to grab my water bottle, and she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. I was like, oh, no, it's no problem. You can have it. And she's like, no, take the bench. And I was like, okay. So I start working out again. And then I say to her, hey, I'm only going to do 2 more. And she's like, what? I was like, I'm only going to do 2 more. She's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't get the right kind of vibe from that okay. You know? That okay didn't scream, I want you to fuck me later today. Okay? I needed more from that okay. Listen, be an actor. You could have, that okay could have contained multitudes. That could convince me of our potentially blossoming love affair. I don't know, but you didn't do that. So I'm like, again, briefly, I'm like, okay, there's no chance, good, but I tried. So then, of course, I start working out, but that voice comes back. Maybe, you know, you got to get a sense of it. So I'm looking over at her, I'm seeing if, you know, whatever. So I start thinking, because I can't, for some reason I do this every night of the week, but when it comes to talking to women in public, awful. You know, I thought this would have made me better. It doesn't. You know why? Because I can get up on stage, and if there's a hot girl right there, I can be like, hey, you want to fuck? And you can't do that in real life. You can't just go up to people and be like, hey, I used to do heroin. You want to fuck me? But in stand-up, it's rewarded. It's rewarded to be, you know, absolutely honest. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll go up to her when she's on the bench, and I'll be like, hey, how was that bench? Pretty good bench, right? You're welcome. So I go over there and I'm putting a dumbbell away, but she's like bending down to start a workout. So I'm like, I can't like lord over her and be like, hey, how's that bench, huh? How's that bench now that you're in a very vulnerable position here, a defenseless position on your back, you know? So I'm like, all right, maybe it's not gonna happen today. So then she ends up leaving the gym, and I don't say anything, and the whole rest of the day I feel like a coward. You know, I'm like, oh, this is the worst. But here's the thing about the male brain too. It's impossible for us to forget any detail about a woman that we have any interest in whatsoever. You know? Like there's guys that probably haven't even, you know, they don't even have a GED, but they can give you a spreadsheet of information about a woman who smiled at them once. I mean, that's a potential. I mean, that's kind of a hyperbole, but what I'm saying is I knew that she came to the gym at 7:50 a.m. Like I was unable to not clock that. So then I, of course, made the logical decision to start going to the gym at 7:50 a.m. for the rest of my life. You know? So that maybe I'll have the chance once again to not say anything. So I start going to the gym at 7:50 a.m. And about 2 weeks later, I go to the gym and she's there with her friend, no headphones, they're talking. I'm like, here's my shot. You know, I had said my prayers that morning. I felt something spiritually. I was like, this is going to be the day where I am going to display courage. I'm going to be brave. And like, you know how sometimes you feel like a certain, magical current to your life. You're like, this is going to be the day something's going to happen, and then it does, and you're like, this really is a simulation. This really is my movie. I am the main character. That was all happening. So I'm like, man, this is overwhelming. She was right there, and the squat rack is right there, and it's open, and it's the only one open, so I have to pick it because I'm doing legs. So it's not even creepy. So I'm working out, and I'm like, all right, well, ease into it, whatever. So I'm trying to not even look at her, and long story short, which I'll say 17 more times, but long story short, I can't think of anything to say. I'm starting to think, I'm trying to workshop stuff in my head. I get a couple things going, but it's always the initiation. How do you start it? How do you get it? Hey, hello. Hey, I've been raised on movies. I think, I could just be like, I know this is crazy, but just give me a shot. Hey, I don't want to be creepy, but hey, just hear me out. Like, listen, you're beautiful, and I imagine us like, I want to start a family with you, and I don't even want to start a family, but that's how beautiful you are. Like, but in real life, women, I don't know. You like the movies, you don't like it in real life. You don't.
True.
They don't like it. You can't even. Well, I can't be cool if you don't even know who I am. That's why people meet at work. You can only play it cool when you're already in the vicinity of someone. You can't play it cool as a complete stranger. Anyhow, so she goes to leave with her friend. And I'm like, oh no, I can't be a coward again. So I go, and there's an escalator to go up, and then there's the door. And I'm like, maybe I'll catch her by the door. So I'm going up the escalator. I got my headphones off. I'm ready. This is my moment. Eminem, This is my moment. Are you going to squeeze it and own it, or let it go? I'm not letting it go today, okay? Because also, part of me just wants to get this over with. Just get it out of my mind. It's actually relieving to have someone tell you no. So I get to the top, headphones off. As soon as I get up there, I hear her and her friend are still there, which is good. But they're talking to the guy at the front desk. And they're complaining. They're like, yeah, there's this guy. And he's being really creepy. He's just staring at us and being really silent. And I'm like, oh no, is that me? And my heart drops into my stomach. I'm like, have I been misperceiving this entire situation? And so, of course, I just walk right past it and leave the gym like a coward, And I get about half a block down the street, and I have this moment with myself where I'm like, you know what? If I am the creep, I want to know. I want to do better. And also, again, I need to get this over with. I need to know something definitively. I can't live in this ambiguity anymore. So I walk back to the gym, walk inside. Luckily, they are still there talking to the guy at the front desk. And I walk up to him like, I don't touch her because I don't, God forbid, but she's got it back to me. So I say, excuse me, hey, I'm sorry to bother you, but listen, I was walking by, I overheard you. I wasn't the creep in your story, was I? And of course she says, oh no, you weren't, because what else could she do? Even if I was the creep, she couldn't tell me. Yeah, she's got the front desk guy there, but have me clock her, now I'm, So she says, oh no, you weren't, no, and of course, in the moment I'm believing it. Later I do the game review, but I'm like, okay. So I'm like, well, okay, that's great, but I was like, I know this is gonna sound unhinged. I don't know how this sounded in real life, I don't even, I blacked out, but I was like, I know this is gonna sound unhinged given the context, but I actually saw you about a week ago. And I was mad I didn't say anything. So I wanted to talk to you now. And she's like, oh, okay, that's great. And I know, I've been doing this for a while. I know it's not going well. But I have to at least finish the job. I can't. Nothing bad is going to happen to her. But for me, this is her cross to carry. She has to let me finish what I'm doing, And so she's like, oh, okay, yeah. And I was like, so are you single? and I cover my lip. I've never done this move in my life. I've never asked a woman if she was single. And all of a sudden I turned into like a rapper. I was like, yo, ma, you single? Like I covered my lip. I've never done that. She's like, no, I am not available. Like I saw her stutter and like buffer. She was like, I am unavailable. Like she chose this very specific, definitive, conclusive answer. So then I just said, okay, well, I was just enamored by your beauty. You know what the worst part about it is that? You know what the worst part about that is? I premeditated that line. That was the only thing I figured out during my workshopping with myself. I know how I'll get her. I'll go up to her and I'll say, listen, ma'am, I was enamored by your beauty. Like a damn Shakespeare poet. I thought that would work. That doesn't work nowadays. So she's like, that's nice. Or she says, whatever, that's sweet. Have a nice day. She told me to have a nice day. I remember that. And she leaves. So then I go back downstairs and I finish my workout. Which is great because if I would have left, I wouldn't have been able to go back for a couple hours. So I went back and I worked out. But then I kept ruminating, kept worrying. I was like, what if I am the creep? Well, you know what? I'm sure they described the creep to the guy at the front desk. Why don't I go up when I'm leaving and ask the guy, just, casually, hey, did they describe that creep? Get him to tell me that I wasn't the creep. Like, find out for sure. Because I want to do the right thing if I'm being the creep, But how do you do that casually, And I realized, if I wasn't the creep before I asked this guy, I'm definitely going to be the creep after I asked this guy. Hey man, those two girls earlier when they were describing the creep, what was that like? Was he like an older guy, right? Much older than me, right? Like any other distinctive, what would the? Because I need to know, because I want to protect these women from that creep. So I didn't know what to do, but I had a good feeling that was not the right move. So when I walked out, I just looked at him just to get a vibe check, and I was like, all right, man, have a good day. And he's like, yeah, all right. But I was just like staring at him to see if there was like a micro expression on his face. Hey, you guys are having a lot of fun. I'm down bad. From that Proctor here.
Wow. That was a masterful short story, step by step, taking us through the male psyche, all the truth of it. All right, thank you guys. Thank you guys for coming out. Give it up one more time for Danny Fallon, everybody. That was phenomenal. I think you could cut that out and send that to the Tonight Show. I don't even know who take that. And WNYC. All right, everybody. Give it up one more time for Danny Fallon. Thank you for sticking around. We saved the best for last. You wanted the best. You got the best. It's going to be worth it for sticking around, everybody. This guy, he's hot off his SNL audition, okay? I mean, do I need to say anything else? Give it up for the king of comedy, Jason Kidd!
Hey guys, give it up for yourselves. What's going on, man? What's going on? What's up? Danny said he's down bad. Listen, I'm down bad, man. I've been swiping on Tinder for the last 2 hours. Dude, they're gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, this guy matched me at 1:30 in the morning. This is so sad. All right, I got a couple things to say about Trump. Let me say these things about. I'll say these things about Trump. I mean, we've seen it. As soon as I was with my mom at the time when the shooting happened, and she was like, they should arrest that guy. Like, if they find the guy who shot him, they should arrest him for missing. And I was like, that's pretty aggressive, Mom. Goddamn. Okay. Here's the one thing I don't like this. I don't like the fact that he appropriated the Black Power fist. Anybody else? I don't fuck with that. Like, this used to mean Black Power, now it means white invisibility. You know, next he's gonna be like Cape Cod forever. You know, that's like the whitest place I could think of. Maybe Montauk. Montauk forever. I like this part. I like the fact that his main concern, as they were taking him off, like trying to rescue him, was like, "Hey, let me get my shoes." You know, like you could have said so many other things. Like, how about like, "Hey, where's my wife?" You know. He was like, "No, where are my shoes?" And that's funny to me. It's also like, dude, why are you at a rally without your shoes? Like, why do you take off your shoes to give a speech? Like, how much do you hate Mexicans? You know? He's like, I'm gonna speak on these fucking the rapists. All right, damn. That's how much help those shoes have been giving me. I had to pull the mic down. Either that or like Secret Service like scooped him up really fast, like on some like cartoon shit. And it's like your shoes came. You know what's funny about the Secret Service? Did anybody else know this? They like Secret Service didn't move right away. Remember that? Like there were like 3 bullets went. It's like, and they're like, maybe we should wait. Let's see if something happens. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, it's fucking. Let's see. You guys see who shot him? You saw like it was like a little white kid. Yeah, I was surprised. I was not expecting that. I was expecting like another world leader, or like Melania. You know, just hiding in the bushes with her squinty eyes and ugly giant lips. You know. Sorry, is that mean? It's a little mean, but they are ugly giant lips. I don't know. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, a lot of people are saying that it's staged. You guys think it's staged? What percentage staged do you think?
I have a conspiracy theory that he had an explosive device in his ear.
Oh.
I'm not married to it. I'm not married, so.
Interesting. That's an interesting theory. I didn't think about this. That's pretty good. Yeah, maybe he like rubbed the blood on it. I thought he rubbed the blood on it. Yeah.
WWE.
Yeah.
He was raised.
No, legit though.
Good point. That's very fair. Well, here's the thing. I thought it might be staged, but what makes me think it's not staged is the fact that they caught a white kid. You know what I mean? Right? I feel like if it was staged, he would have been shot by a Mexican aborted fetus. That's what I feel like. Yeah, I feel like that's what would happen. Here's another thing. So Biden came out today and he was like, "Everybody just keep calm." And I was like, "You need to shut your goddamn mouth. All right? You're the reason for this shit. All right? Like, you were better. We wouldn't have to be trying to kill our fucking president. All right?" It's actually a weird place that our country is in, like, patriotically right now. You know? Because at some point in time, people were like, they pull out like a sword, they're like, for the queen. And now we're like, someone please don't miss the president. Please make sure you hit the president with the bullet in the head. That's what. Oh man, I think there might be a silver lining though. I think there might be a silver lining, and it is that I hope that like Republicans can finally admit that there's like a gun control problem. You know what I mean? Because it's like it's hard to like see a president get sniped in broad daylight and then not admit that there's a gun control problem. You know? That would be like being like one of the people in Florida that can't admit there's a climate change problem. You know what I mean? It's like, no, what do you mean? It's always been like this. There's always been a beach in my living room. What are you talking about? Like throw their kid a raft. It's always been this way. That joke's more about the act out than it is about the writing. How often do you get to do this? You know, fucking. This is great. Oh man, I saw someone do an act out recently where they were. It was like a Spirit Airlines plane, and they were putting tape on the wings, and they did the. I was like, that was fucking good, dude. I love a good mic trick. I love mic tricks. Those are the best. Anyway, let's see. I think I'm blowing through all the things I needed to try. I feel like, you guys feel like he's gonna get shot at again? Think someone else is gonna try? I think someone else is gonna try. I think it's gonna be like the month right after Chris Rock got slapped. And then all my comedian friends got slapped. You know? Dude, so many people charged the stage after that. That was crazy. I think people are gonna try. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here quickly because I know everybody wants to go home, so I'll say this. Are all the men in here, any men in here insecure about their sexuality? Alright, okay, alright, cool. I like how people stood up straighter. They're like, what?
Sorry, I was in the bathroom.
I don't. That's funny.
What were we talking about?
Dude, I know I'm insecure about my sexuality, right? Because I got a new kitten, and then the other day he put like his paw on my thigh. And I was like, hey, yo, bro, what the fuck? What the fuck do you think this is, bro? Come on. Maybe if you were like a feminine cat, dude, maybe. We're not doing any of this. Hey, man, no human boy, animal boy bonding over here, all right? You need to keep that shit to yourself. That was weird. All right, let me just roll through this real quick and see if there's anything else that needs to be tried. Okay, well, there is a thought here about, I really don't think that's gonna work. I think that if I try that, it will fail. It will fail. I'll say this last thing, which is not a joke, but just kind of an interesting thought. Have you heard about these breeding visas in Japan? They're like paying men to go over there and marry women. So I recommend that.
That was a scam.
Well, I don't know, dude. I looked it up. Dude, you can go over there, man. It's like called another thing, but it's basically what it is. It's like they're trying to solve their. Basically, every economy needs every family to have 2.1 kids to sustain itself. And if that doesn't happen, the economy fails eventually. The United States is about 1.9, Japan's at like 1.15, so it's in a really bad place. It's like if every company has to grow forever, it can't work if the population itself isn't growing. It's a huge problem, and then you have no worker bees or whatever. But I don't know, it's just kind of, that's the thing, and I think every country has this problem, but America doesn't have the breeding visas. They just like force us to not abort our kids and don't let people commit suicide. But I forgot where the joke was. Oh, there wasn't one. Oh yeah, okay, go. All right, thank you very much. Peace out, see ya.
Thank you to the brave voices of tonight's open mic. It was one for the books, everybody. Thank you for your takes. I'm not sure. We want to get out of here. I'm just going to read this real fast. I do just think it was amazing seeing the Secret Service, the way that they kind of are this octopus, and they just kind of come,
Take my body!
Yeah.
Take my body!
That's so real. Yeah, I get it. Why they wouldn't. Well, yeah, it's like I see why they maybe. They're like, oh fuck it, They're kind of half-assing their job, I think, and because they kind of they're like, Jesus Christ, let's kill this asshole. He keeps talking about his golf score. All right, reusable bag. I'll just read this real fast to round out the poetry odyssey. What an odyssey it's been tonight. Wow, we had just everything. A deeply offensive material and just the worst of all human impulses were aired freely. What are we supposed to do? This is going to tear my apart, I can tell, this political cycle, but we're committed to your First Amendment rights here. That's what I guess, I don't know.
America!
People have this sickness that they want to, put on display, and that's show business, and we love it. We fucking love it. That's why we moved here. Growing up beyond the moon Class wars start fires. I am gay for pussy. I know that's risque, but I know we've heard it all today, have we not? Facilitating relationships and not getting any airplay. Killed on the 4th of July. Junie called me hefty. I would say I'm well fed. Thanks to Ashley's scallops, risotto, sweet potato, pasta, sausage, goat cheese, brie, pineapple upside down, half-baked strawberry shortcake with waffles, eggs, and whipped cream. Respect my peace. Don't get all bricked up about it. It was staged, but I think he took advantage of the moment. Everybody, thank you for hanging out. Go peacefully into the night. I don't know. I'm kind of pro-assassination. I hate to say it. I wish they would have. Come on. Apparently, he got kicked out of the school rifle club for being the worst shot. He was a terrible shot. That's what I think was fake about it. I think he was a plan. I think they knew he would miss. It was a simple, but I mean, it's destiny. So unfortunately, this country has to fucking suffer and go down. And get rich and die fucking trying. We're gonna get so fucking rich. Hell yeah, tax cuts. Fucking pro-life, pro-life, pro-life. And I mean the fist pump. He was ready, the motherfucker. It's all just a big fucking reality fucking TV show, stand-up comedy riff sesh. He's an insult comic. And I mean, come on. It was a 1 in a million. That's what I mean. It's just like, it's all, unfortunately, we have to go through this. J.D. Vance, I wanted to talk about J.D. Vance. I am the anti-J.D. Vance. I hate fucking J.D. Vance. I don't want to hear about a hillbilly goddamn elegy ever again. My mom is dating this guy from Middletown, Ohio, and they shot the goddamn hillbilly elegy movie there. Ron Howard is, they're shooting it on his block. And J.D. Vance went to Yale. And oh my God, J.D. Vance was a senator. Fuck J.D. Vance. Fuck the hillbilly elegy. Fuck Trump. We need to kill this motherfucker. Get the job done next time. You put a hit on a guy, you fucking get the job goddamn done. This is New York. This guy is from fucking Queens. You gotta fucking pop, right in the motherfucker. This guy is from fucking Queens, New York. You gotta make sure he is fucking dead. You gotta make sure he is done. All right. You do not. You get one shot, okay? What? You take a shot at the devil. What happens if you miss? He becomes the president, dictator, emperor, god. Women can't have abortions. We need abortions. How else are we gonna get on Tinder at 1:30 in the morning and have unprotected sex? I love it. All right, good night. Thank you. Thank you for sticking around. Somebody's got to die.